Hello, everyone. This is Rebecca here with baby Bran for the Deep Earth Singing Moon Community Weekly Reading for the week of April 18th. And I've picked the cards and I'll show them to you one more time. So we have card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. And we also have a 4th card this week, which is for everyone. So we have also an increasingly active assistant. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, card number 1. For those of you who have picked this, we have Mary Magdalene again. She's come back again this week with unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Last week when we had Mary Magdalene, we had a very strong focus on ourselves and on loving all aspects of ourselves. And it feels like this week we're moving from that inner focus, which is always still important, to love and acceptance of those around us. And the message that I'm really getting from this is an invitation for us to look at the difficult, or perhaps sometimes the difficult behaviors of those around us. And I feel very much like little children, especially the behaviors that we most want to reject in them, looking at these as a space where love needs to be applied, a place that is calling out for love. And so to me this week, this is very much a call for extra patience in our lives with the people that are dependent on us, whether these are children or the elderly or just anybody that that we have a responsibility of care towards, and how can we in these relationships be more welcoming and more understanding of the motives behind some of the difficult behaviors and difficult interactions that happen. And what happens when we do, when we take up that challenge to see each of these behaviors, each of these interactions, each of these difficult circumstances as an invitation to extend love, as a crying out for love and understanding in some way. Just trying to see beyond the surface level of what's happening, in these situations. So that's the card number 1. Card number 2, we have Yamanda, Golden Opportunity. I just feel such joy coming off of this card. This is just joy and celebration. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Hey, it's your time. It's your time. So if you have things that are coming up for you now, good opportunities, new things coming into being. Baby Bran, oh my goodness, he's getting harder to work with him. Just pure joy. Trust that joy. Dive into that joy. Let that joy find its fulfillment in you this week. Don't doubt it. Sometimes when our opportunities come, we can push them away because we can think, maybe it's not, maybe I'm, it's too good to be true. No, when you have these moments of joy, these golden opportunities, seize them, seize the moment, live in that joy fully, open your heart and embrace that joy and that opportunity that's coming. And yes, go for it if this is you, with card number 2 this week. Card number 3, quiet time, Sige, quiet time. Take some time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. It's a time for retreat, a time for withdrawal, a time to give yourself a space for things to settle. Sometimes it's not always easy to find that time when we have families and responsibilities, work, all of these things. But this week, the invitation to you, the challenge to you, is to take that time for yourself. Whether that is a time for a retreat within your own home environment, or whether that is, spending time outside, going for a solitary walk. But just an invitation to silence, an invitation to really unplug and to let yourself surface amongst the layers and happenings that are going on around you. And knowing that when you give yourself that time and that space, then you don't need to worry about what's coming, about getting everything done necessarily. Of course, we need to stay on top of things to some degree, but it's not worth pressuring yourself. It's more important to give yourself that time and space for things to settle. When things are settled and things are clear, then things can move forward more smoothly, more swiftly. If you're pushing it, then often it just leads to more confusion and more of a muddle. So give yourself that time this week. It's important for you. And then we have the fourth card, which is Abundantia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So this is our challenge this week, to be open to the abundance that is there in our lives, that is there in the universe, that the universe is wanting to extend to us. Removing the ways in which we are blocking that flow, and embracing it, in the same way with the Yemanja and the golden opportunity, allowing ourselves to experience that abundance, allowing ourselves to experience, what it feels like in our lives, and to allow ourselves to experience also the joy that it brings and the happiness that it brings for us, not to reject these things. So I hope that this is useful to you, and and I'm wishing you all luck with the week to come. I'm struggling with the baby here, I think. So I have an abundance of children that I need to be enjoying this week. So yes, wishing you all, a really fabulous week, and I'll see you on the Deep Earth Singing Moon community.